When the greatest NBA player of all time argument comes up, then Bill Russell, Michael Jordan, and LeBron James are popular choices. In reality, picking the GOAT NBA player is strictly subjective. If you admire accomplishments, then Bill Russell is your guy. 11 NBA championships say enough. If you lean towards pure dominance and longevity, then LeBron James may be your GOAT. At the age of 35, James is well on his way to becoming the most complete player in NBA history. But if you want a blend of accomplishments, longevity, and in Michael Jordan's case, basketball grace, then he may be your GOAT. However, what really makes Jordan the greatest of all time isn't just his basketball skill set or his accomplishments. What made Michael Jordan the greatest player to ever step on the floor? His determination to win. Jordan went 6 for 6 in the NBA Finals during his time with the Chicago Bulls. Yes, Russell won 11 NBA titles and is more accomplished in that sense than Jordan. But Russell wasn't known as an assassin on the court, just a winner. Jordan was a winner and an assassin. He struck fear before he stepped on the court. That is rare. Let's move forward with our video and have a look at the top 10 moments that show Michael Jordan is the GOAT. So, let's begin. But before we proceed further, if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, do hit the subscribe button so that you won't be missing out on any future NBA content. Number 10. 63-point onslaught at the Boston Garden. Michael Jordan's second season was mostly lost due to a foot injury. This caused him to miss 64 games. He came back with a vengeance and willed his team to the playoffs. They were up against the vaunted Boston Celtics, who had 5 future Hall of Famers in tow: Larry Bird, Kevin McHale, Robert Parrish, Dennis Johnson, and Bill Walton. Most young players would wilt under the pressure. This did not faze Jordan. He scored 63 on the best team in the Eastern Conference. I didn't think anyone was capable of doing what Michael has done to us, marveled Celtics ace Larry Bird. He's the most exciting, awesome player in the game today. I think it's just God, disguised as Michael Jordan. Number 9. Jordan's free throw dunk. The legend, Air Jordan, began as soon as he stepped out on an NBA court. Fans were treated to dunks and aerial acrobatics reminiscent of Dr. J, Julius Erving. It would only be proper that he would join the slam dunk contest. His first foray in 1985 was unsuccessful, as he was edged out by the human highlight reel, Dominique Wilkins. He later tried again in 1987 and narrowly beat out a young Jerome Kersey. He got his revenge against Wilkins the following year, in 1988, as he won the contest by using his iconic dunk from the free throw line. Number 8. Jordan's clutch shot on Craig Elo. The Bulls were a better team with the rival of Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant, but were still not among the NBA's elite. It would be several years before that would occur. The Cleveland Cavaliers were fast becoming a dominant team in the NBA. They were led by Mark Price, Brian Doherty, and Larry Nance. They compiled the third best record in the East, while the Bulls were only 6th. The teams met during the 1989 playoffs. Despite being a lower seed, the Bulls kept the series close. The series was tied at 2-2 after 4 games, and Game 5 was for all the marbles. It was a dogfight until the very end. Craig Elo and Larry Nance knew that Jordan was going to get the final shot and tried to stop him. Jordan floated over the free throw line and scored the winning basket. Number 7. Switch between hands layup against the Lakers. Michael Jordan's goal from day one was to win an NBA championship. It was his 7th year in the league, and the road to the finals was not easy. Boston and Detroit proved to be worthy adversaries and stopped the Bulls cold every time they met. 1991 proved to be a breakthrough year, and the Bulls finally trounced the Detroit Pistons in a sweep. The next stop was the Los Angeles Lakers. It was the old guard versus the new guard. In the waning moments of Game 2, Jordan showed his aerial acrobatics with his famous switch between hands layup. Number 6. The shrug. Michael Jordan made his name as a spectacular dunker. He used his natural athleticism to dunk over people. However, he was much maligned for his jump shooting ability. His rival for shooting guard supremacy was Clyde the Glide Drexler. People had a debate as to who was the better shooting guard. Jordan silenced the critics by making 6 3-pointers in the first half en route to a blowout victory. Upon making his 6th shot, he turned towards the broadcast table and shrugged. Michael Jordan retired shortly after winning his 3rd championship in a row. Keep yourself tuned in as we discover 5 more amazing moments with you all. Hope you guys are enjoying the video, and if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, do it now in order to make sure that you don't miss out on any future NBA content from now on. Number 5. Michael Jordan retires for the first time. During the offseason, tragedy struck the Jordan household. James Jordan, Michael's father, was found dead in his car. The assailants, Daniel Green and Larry Martin Demery, were later caught by the police and sentenced to life imprisonment. The tragedy led to his decision to retire. On October 6, 1993, Jordan shocked the world and retired at the age of 30. His retirement was a big blow to the sport of basketball, who made Jordan its global ambassador. Number 4. I'm back. Michael Jordan tried to realize his childhood dream of becoming a professional baseball player after his first retirement. The GOAT player's win dream was on the way again. He played for the Birmingham Barons, which was an affiliate of the Chicago White Sox. In his short stint, he compiled a batting average of .202 and had 3 home runs. On March 18, 1995, he made a simple announcement: "I'm back." This revitalized the NBA and the struggling Chicago Bulls. They eventually made the Eastern Conference Finals, but were crushed by the East's new powerhouse, the Orlando Magic. Number 3. Jordan dunks on Mount Mutombo. During the 1997 All-Star Weekend, Dikembe Mutombo reminded Michael Jordan that he had never dunked on him. Mutombo was one of the league's best defenders who was known for taunting his opponents with a finger wag after he blocked their shot. The Bulls and Hawks later met in the playoffs, and Jordan finally scaled Mount Mutombo. Number 2. The Flu Game. It was the 1997 NBA Finals. On a pivotal Game 5, the series was tied at 2-2. The winner of this game would win the series. It was noticeable that Jordan was displaying flu-like symptoms. Theories about his actual condition have ranged from having the flu, to food poisoning, to having a hangover. Regardless, scoring 38 points and helping lead your team to victory on a pivotal Game 5 is nothing to sneeze at. Number 1. The Last Shot. The Utah Jazz were leading 86-85, with less than a minute remaining with possession. This was their chance to bring this series to a Game 7 and potentially winning the championship. Everything seemed to go Utah's way. Then, Michael saw a chance to save the day by stealing the ball from Karl Malone. He went ahead and shot over Brian Russell and did a quick fist pump. In the final possession, John Stockton attempted a 3-pointer that missed, thus giving the Bulls their 6th and final championship of the Jordan era. Even during his rookie year, Jordan crashed the local news. Here was a player from Chicago whose feats were so outlandish that a station in the middle of Texas spliced his takeoffs and dunks into its feed. We learned the Bulls' schedule in order to crowd the lounge in hopes of catching a glimpse. He wasn't just different, he was new, and that sensation rarely happens in sports. He harnessed those otherworldly athletic gifts, combined them with maniacal desire and grit, and grabbed hold of the league and the global sporting scene, created a kind of mythology around him, a mythology that still exists. He represented near perfection, and whatever imperfections emerged, whether during his playing days or retirement, were always seen in the context of chasing that perfection. Impact and influence have to be fairly weighted when the title of greatest of all time comes into play. From the embrace of basketball shoes, to wanting athletic guards who dunk, score, and distribute, to taking the assignments of guarding the best players on defense and doing whatever it takes to win. Speaking of, the 4th quarter belonged to Jordan. Even though Michael Jordan retired 17 years ago, his influence is imprinted in basketball. James will more than likely retire as the most accomplished individual basketball player who ever lived. He will become the only player with 30,000 points, 10,000 rebounds, and 10,000 assists. That is an incredible accomplishment in itself. But Jordan transcended stats and accomplishments. He won with grace and made it seem even easy when it was difficult. He inspired his generation and the ones after to prioritize winning. So, according to you, which player do you think is the GOAT? Let us know your answers in the comments section down below. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Thumbs up if you liked it, and do hit the subscribe button so that you won't be missing out on any interesting videos from now on.